Hitomi, I think I know what happened 18 years ago. You three were close. You, Monica, and Renju. Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains, and you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse. And my guess is So Sejima killed Monica. I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore. I'll tell you the truth.
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not? Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you. And especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It would still be a big scandal. He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it. There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble. But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
Fine. But take this with you, just in case. It's a GPS transmitter. Just to be extra safe.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
I don't know what Monica saw in So. She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan, but I didn't understand any of it. I tried to convince her to break up with him so many times. She never listened, and it ended in tragedy. What happened next, you already know. Neither Renju or I saw it happen, so I don't know how much of this is accurate, but we could guess what happened. You said that Monica was killed by So, right? But that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima, the son of So and his late wife. Saito was 12 at the time.
12?
Yes,
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine. He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything. So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
The incident was 18 years ago. That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men. Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
How did the Kumakuras know?
So told them. Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home, but we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Those are Kumakura men.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak. We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all unfolded. I knew what the hole was for, but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long.
We good here?
Yeah. Cover her.
Just a minute.
Beautiful.
The Kumakura people covered Monika's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw.
Monica! Monica! We need to call the police.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden. I've seen it happen myself. I know what they're capable of. Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble. Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect Monica's baby. We had to, no matter what.
Okay, I understand.
I decided to trust him. We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
This warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it. But it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry, I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Monica, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm sorry. Monica.
The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow betraying Monica. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that. Because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway.
Oh
as soon as you
shit,
submit the
sorry, I
certificate,
thought you could hear
you
me
will
all
officially
this
be her
time.
mother.
Because apparently
let us
I
know
had
the
turned off
responsibility.
voice mod on that, but
I'll
not
help.
on that.
Occasionally.
Sorry.
Occasionally.
Well, luckily you could care more about the game now. I didn't have so much more to say than comment
I don't really
yes.
want to discuss this,
Yes. Well, that's
There's
stupid.
something you need to know.
That's stupid. I've almost been like this
After
for a
talking
half
to
an
the
hour.
Kumakura gang,
And also, welcome, humble viewer, to the stream I'm
Found
holding.
out
I said
who
that
killed
before, but
Monica.
unfortunately couldn't bloody hear me.
so son, Saito Sejima.
And that is why I want to be able to technically see everything, but unfortunately I have so
Saito was only...
much bullshit going around
12
here.
years
I want
old.
to hide that, because I do not use that. I want to hide that, because I
Why
don't use
would
it.
a little boy do
Now I
that?
can see everything.
I don't
Because
know
he could.
the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son.
Yeah, like
And
all the
evidence of
politicians
the
does.
scandal, of course.
Yeah, you can actually see the mic here. Huh?
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
Just checking that it actually stuck on the
I feel
table.
the same way.
But
But
yeah,
you
now
can't
you
think
can actually
about
hear me.
revenge now.
Good God, I really hate
You
not
and
being
the
able to
baby
see
can't
all
lead
of
a
the
life like
sound,
that.
because some of them are just there because something could get sound but doesn't get sound.
Just bear with me.
Jesus.
The
26
opportunity
minutes
will come,
without sound. Good God.
So wait until the right moment.
I don't even know what I've been talking about since then. Okay, so what name?
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris.
Is there a reason?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology? And the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monika's name. The kanji for Monika uses the character for love. And Monika reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And I, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
AI.
So that's how
love.
you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Technically, that has nothing to do with the game. It's just them just screwing around with names and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I cannot complain about. It's a good thing. Why not?
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her. Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep. And I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again. So I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all that, I cherished every single day. My
Always
hatred
good
for
to
those
do.
responsible never went away. But my hands were full, raising Iris. I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually,
Did I
my
just hear
desire
a
for
car
revenge
alarm?
just faded away.
Who knows?
Mama! Mama! Woof! Woof! Mama! Omelet! Omelet! Sweet
omelet.
pea. Up?
I do love they just do the voice. Do they do?
Mommy, I
the
won
re-
race today!
Well, now it at least speaks. Now
Is
Iris
Mommy proud
speaks.
of me?
Proud.
Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again! Mommy, you are so good at dancing! Mommy, pancakes are done! Sorry, I burned it a little.
You just see her
Mommy, why can't I
growing
dance
up right
at the
now.
Stores? I can't help it! My body dances on its own!
And she loves to dance. We already knew that, but holy
Mommy,
crap.
don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better?
Right, she broke her
I want to
ankle or
dance
something.
again with everybody.
So I don't know how
Hey,
old she is
Mommy,
now.
Do you like my shirt?
It feels like
Look,
it's
we're matching.
one image is like 1 year. Almost.
Mommy, thank you for everything. I love you more than anything in the whole wide world. Mommy, look! I drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That
I don't know
was
if I
so
even can
fun!
pronounce
We
that.
should do it again!
And that is
The food
Falco.
or the food fight?
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie.
Jesus.
It
When
took
she said
forever to
both,
come.
it just scarred through my head.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again too!
Yeah, Uncle Falco.
Hey, Mommy!
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
I thought you had something behind your back.
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it! I say go for it!
Well,
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her. But I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerating. But there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monika's body to the police, So would be punished by the law. And the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered. But that would mean Iris's secret would be uncovered as well.
that plus
That's
it's
what I was
so.
really worried
He
about.
already had like
I
some
didn't want Iris to know
fingers
that
around
So
the
was her
police's
father.
pockets
And even
already.
more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not.
Right until we managed to find him in pieces, and and the boss said, "Oh, it's no worries because he doesn't have any blackmail on us any longer." Then it's no worries. Like, yeah, he's in pieces. Like, yeah, sure. We don't even need to bother anymore. I don't know why, but that thing up there is like cut on the edge here.
Fate can be cruel. God used other means to take Iris from me.
Yeah, she's talking about the
In January,
tumor.
Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused
Don't
by
ask
a
me why I had to
malignant
do
tumor
this.
in
I
her
just
brain.
did that.
There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said. If you remember me telling you.
Yep.
What I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment. It was.
I think they said nanomachines.
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
I don't know the B part, but yeah.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor, but the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford. I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed.
She's gonna tell me something.
Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris...
I don't even know what
In any case,
date it is, to be
I had
honest.
to
I don't
get the money
remember. I think
before
it only
was
says
too late.
Monday, Tuesday, and stuff
So
like
I
that.
thought of a plan to blackmail Sol Tsujima.
Is this the timeline when we see her at Sosajima's place? Could that might be why?
2 days ago,
Oh!
on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse.
Oh! He
After
didn't
I
knew
hinted
about
at
it.
what
He
happened
didn't
18
knew
years
about
ago,
it.
I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived,
Oh wait, then I came as well. What was actually So's reaction? That's the question.
he walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monica's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back.
Of course he
Even
would.
was phased, seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed.
Yeah, he's gonna have
He
issues.
reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything.
I know what happened last summer.
I know
I cannot really complain about this blackmail because he's a bit of an ass, to be honest.
Not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
Yeah, for him the press is the worst thing because he can handle the Kumakuras, he can handle the police and stuff like that, but the press, it comes out, it doesn't matter where it gets, he's screwed no matter what.
No power over me, and there's no way he'd risk his political career.
Yeah, that's the thing. What he's doing is protecting his political career. But if that just comes out like a whisper, he's screwed. It doesn't matter where he has his finger somewhere.
I came out of my hiding place to put Monica's body back, but then something unexpected happened.
Yes, this guy. Thank you for making me go insane.
I hid behind the forklift before you saw me.
Thank you for making me go insane.
It can't be. Iris.
But no, it wasn't. You scared the shit out of me, woman. And after that, when I disappeared, she hid the body again, and everyone was just like, "Are you certain you saw a body?" Yeah, they never looked where it actually could be. In the bloody compartment. Why didn't they check the compartment? Like, how stupid are they? I couldn't gather my thoughts. I didn't know what to say. Instead, Aiba did the talking. Okay.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter. But Iris's father is Sosajima. Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her.
Yes, I would say it doesn't matter if it's like blood or not. She's the mother of that child, no matter what. And so is not the father, no matter what. Because he's just a swine. We already know that by seeing his first child.
The only possible treatment
Well, seeing
is
and seeing,
experimental
hearing about him.
nanotechnology. However, that treatment is restrictively expensive. Hitomi devised a plan to blackmail Sosajima for the money.
Yep. Do not complain about that. He deserves it, the bastard.
The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly.
Yeah, he must have
That
shit
is
his
why
pants when he
Hitomi
saw
created
that.
the scene with the
Because
corpse.
that was 18 years ago, and he
She
thought
was
like,
the one
oh,
who
okay,
brought
so
Soap
some,
to the warehouse.
I don't know, like, oh, I have a news clipping of this, I have something like that, but just seeing a body that has disappeared,
Sunday
like,
night,
that
what
he
Dante
made
saw
it
was what
disappeared
Hitomi had
18
prepared
years
herself.
ago. Like, holy shit, he must just
That is the
piss his
summary of
pants
what
there.
we've learned so far. But there are some things I have yet to understand.
About what?
Date, pull yourself together. Ask her questions.
I'm trying to figure out what question.
Date, snap out of it.
A snap out of what? By the way, why am I so fuzzy in the head? Okay, so why did Rowan remove Manika's eye?
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
I think we told... Didn't we hear that from Moma? That he... Just because... It was something with his... right eye? That it didn't really respond to anything, so each time he ate, he always was on the left side. It always was everything of the left side. Like if he read a book, he only read like the left side of the book and stuff like that. Or ate from the left side of the plate. And it in the moment said that he got a sort of ambition with the eyes. Like the left eye specifically.
I probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I
Hide
put
the body.
Monica's body back onto the hood of the forklift. Then I left.
Makes sense.
Yeah, everyone thought I was nuts.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene.
They didn't even look around, the bastards. It was
Perfect sense
stuck,
now that I
stuck
have
there
the
with their
facts.
heads up their ass.
Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris.
Yeah, when I look at them both now, they actually look
The
similar.
body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it.
Yes, Aiba, I understand that.
Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night. Simple.
Yep, simple. Okay, so did Renju tell Renju about the blackmailing?
No, I did not. All of this was my idea.
Okay, so summarize for me.
There are still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago. However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami. Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are
Probably it's
these
the
two
other
separate
eye.
cases?
We already know, by the way, something
There is a
about the right
connection.
eye.
With Renju and So.
Bro, another timeline.
We can think about it later. More importantly,
what? Gonna go and talk to Soma?
Wait,
Wait, what?
where are you going?
The
to
So
look
is gonna.
for Iris, of course.
Oh,
But you have no idea where she is, right?
Do you know something?
Yes.
do you know where she is?
At around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call. I don't know who it was. They were using a voice modulator.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Ooh, someone is gonna have a
Renju.
boot up their ass, and it's gonna be so
We don't know
stuck
that for certain.
that the bloody forklift cannot even help.
It could be number 89.
Yeah, probably.
Either way,
Hi,
Iris
little
is in
girl.
danger right now.
Welcome to the stream. You have missed about a bit of information. I'm gonna try and summarize it for you. So, last time I entered Hitomi's head because she was hiding something about Manaka, which is... Well, I'm doing fine. It's been a bit of a slow day today. Doing some schoolwork, but mostly the only thing we do right now is figuring out with... I don't know, showcases, our own showcases. It's literally just to prepare what to say, and it doesn't really take that long, and it isn't really that difficult. But I'm doing fine. Slow day, not so much. Played a bit of Amnesia, Rebirth. Very good game, actually. So I'm gonna try and summarize here for you. So last time we were in her head because we managed to figure out that the body we thought was Iris with the Caesar stab wounds in the back is... Manaka, which is an old friend of Hitomi. We managed to figure out that they found Manaka in the forest 18 years ago. So we managed to figure out that apparently Manaka had a daughter. She was pregnant and she just gave birth. The daughter was the daughter of So, the politician in this game, which is a bit of an ass. A bit of an ass is a much of an ass. She was about to not confront him, but talk about him with that Manaka. Not Monaka, Manaka. Literally Manaka. Manaka is the body we found in the freezer. The one that we thought were Iris first. Which is apparently a friend of theirs from 18 years ago. Which is when she died. So yeah, she had a child. She was talking to So about the thing. She still looked pregnant, even though she had gotten a child. And So Tsuchima's son, Seito Tsuchima, was the one making the Caesar stabs, apparently. We saw that in a little flashback. Except that we couldn't see the person. We could only see, like, the silhouette of persons, like, in the dreams. So we could see So, we could see... Manaka just go away, and just straight after that we just see a silhouette of someone running forward and just continuing to stab her. So asks the I don't know, the persons, the mafia people, Kumakuras, that's what's the name, Kumakuras, to hide the body. So they hide her in the forest, and Rohan was it, was the one who more or less handled them at the time. So we just saw him more or less pull out her eye. So that's about what we have learned. So Iris is technically Monika's daughter. It's only that Hitomi take care of her. And Renju, the father of Mitsuki, the little girl I'm taking care of, more or less make sure that everything is on paper, like Iris is Hitomi's daughter. And right now we apparently have just learned that Iris is kidnapped by someone using a modulator. Voice modulator, I don't know. Okay, so listen to the rest of the story. So I think I've summarized that completely.
He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
Me?
Moi?
The culprit knows me?
Apparently.
It must be Renju.
So apparently... Yeah, hopefully you do understand. This will come out on YouTube now sooner or later. Unfortunately, I will be...
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
Again? I guess she's been shot.
Date, run.
Boss!
Again? Why are you mostly the
Please
swine
do
in
not
this game?
worry. I
Except
merely
for So.
put her to sleep.
Okay, that's
What
good.
are you doing?
As long
My
as she's-
orders
From whom?
was to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why
Investigation? What investigation? Shoko or Iris?
neither. The investigation of Monika's murder.
Monica? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Sejima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, so also
But you've
something.
been stripped of your authority on this investigation.
Because Iris is
As of 5
sick,
minutes
she
ago.
tried to actually blackmail
In fact,
So by
you are to be
hiding
placed
the
under house
showing
arrest.
up the body in the freezer place
What
and
will you
show
do,
it to
Date?
So. So if
I
you remember
suggest you
when we
comply.
thought we saw Iris in the cold storage,
Iva,
when we
turn the
was
power
following
off.
So, that was more or less the time Hitomi tried to blackmail him.
Alright,
So I
get
guess
ready.
that is more or less an aftermath.
3,
This is an
2,
aftermath of that.
1.
What? I heard a cracking of that. Woohoo! God. At the same time, you ask Pewter why. He has done this twice now. One for
Now tell me,
Renju and one for
where
the
is the location?
polices.
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you,
I made a
you'd go
pumpkin
alone,
pie.
wouldn't you?
It's in the... What did it say?
But if I don't go with you,
In the oven. Now I understand.
Alright, take
Oven.
me there.
Sorry. Yeah, you did probably just misspell as I do sometimes with the tangents. Looks gross but tastes amazing. Okay. I'm not so much for pumpkin, but at the same time it's mostly just consistence of stuff that makes me just... Ugh. So apparently, whoever has taken Iris wants to meet up with us. They know us. And we're back to the abandoned factory where we found the other Twilight machine, the sync machine thing. Yes, hello? Anything interesting? I'm just gonna check here.
I know this place.
it's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
Okay, you just needed to check. There's a bit of stuff going on here. I'm just gonna write to him because it's something with school
Date,
stuff.
I'm sorry, but this is going to be bad.
What happened?
It was 0 at
Someone has
17.5.
begun to access my stored memory.
Whoa.
They are attempting to wipe all the data.
Oh, it's
Everything
fucking
I
bloody
have
Pewter.
accumulated over the last 5 years, including backups.
Horrendous amount of sugar. Ah, Pewter, you
Doing
ass.
this?
I should have just shot him.
Almost definitely.
Probably not, but yeah, it's probably
Just
right.
like admin notes.
It's right now what I understand to just delete
Summon some
So Aiba is gonna die.
Peter will be able to access Watch It, the core programming. He will be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top.
Oh, so is gonna have a boot up his ass so far that nothing can take him.
Limit your power by
I don't know what ICE is. It's some sort of acronym for a program that stops him from hacking for a moment.
important thing now is
That's the only thing I can say.
and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours. Or else
Just gonna check what it goes on.
I will cease to exist.
Well, that's bad.
Date? What's wrong?
So it doesn't matter what happened with the eye
All right.
itself,
Now you know.
but as long as the
So get
Wadjet thing is just broken up,
counting on you,
she's literally gonna die. 4 hours. So we're gonna meet up with someone in here. You? Is anybody there?
I'll go in first.
You
wait here.
Okay.
Well, I want confirmation that Iris is fine. So where is she? Where is the pink little crayon? Well, she's somewhere. Don't know where. Well, look at that. I recognize this room.
Is that?
I believe in... Yep. Whoa, he has been dead a long time. He has been dead a long time. Hi, 89. That's a bloody good card to play now. Dargal wants everybody to pay respect to Renji. The case remained unsolved. I love that we actually got to that now. So I believe we are mostly at the ending. Mostly. I believe that where we were is the true choices. I'm gonna check. Because I believe so. I think the only one we... Yep, the only thing we have left is this. Okay, good. Can I... Unlocked! Which was this? Hold on, I have to check. Please show me. Oh, right, when we saw Boss actually shoot Sojima. So if you don't remember that, apparently Boss shot Sojima in the ending here. And we're supposed to continue with this investigation. Okay, let's do that then. Let's continue this little investigation and see where it leads us. Because apparently right now it led us to the second sync machine and number 89. Oh, that's kind of... That means it's kind of horrible. So if that is the true... And okay, so hold on. I'm gonna hopefully I'm capable of going back to the menu again. So as every game here... Oh, are we gonna just let him be shot first? I'm not actually having any issues with this at all. Because he's been a swine no matter what.
Why?
I still feel so shocked when I look at this. And the first thing you see is the hip as well.
Boss?
Yeah, hi boss. Hi boss.
What's going on here?
Okay, so a menu. So as many of these games, they have a particular ending. So there are a lot of endings, but there seems to be one that is the real one. So what I understand, this is the real one over at my face here. But if that is true, that means that Mitsuki don't have any parents left. That's a bit sad, but okay. Sure. Sure.
Here. Why did Boss kill So?
Oh, hi, Aiba. I'm gonna see if I can... The problem is that that is so much smaller. So I cannot really figure out, like, I cannot really do so she's in the middle there. Okay, so and so for so.
Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
So bosses sell more and but why do I always need to click
What
over
about
and over?
Saturday, 8 p.m.?
The time Renju was killed? Similarly unknown.
Jesus, why is her always so unknown?
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
I do love something here is that you cannot really
Where was Boss's
continue
phone
with
at the
one
time?
end
Check her cell
until you're done
records.
some other
She did
times.
not call from a
But
mobile
even
phone.
though we believe
She used
here
a
that
PC.
she was the murderer or something,
Using a
there are a lot
VPN
of things in
service,
other
she could have
timelines that
accessed her Abyss
points
PC
at
from the
other
warehouse
things.
and made the call.
Boss is the new Cyclops killer? Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility.
Okay, apparently.
So also had his left eye removed. Identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris. Date, I know where the boss is. I have picked up her GPS.
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence. Somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
Oh, screw her. Okay.
What?
Well, we're just gonna haul our ass over there and see what's going on. And then we go to the action music right now. It's very good music for just a stress scene. Jesus, 1 in the morning. Holy crap. Apparently I don't get any sleep.
Hitomi! Hitomi!
Anyone here?
Iva, call Boss's phone.
On it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Behind there? Oh, this room. Okay. I know it's flipping. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it that over there? I just see something small over here. There it is.
The boss's phone.
Oh, shit.
Is that milk and cookies? Whoa. Oh,
Kaname
crap.
Date, you are under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
Drop your weapon. Comply.
I think they put on singular bullet, those things. Oh, well, hi there, traitor.
Boss.
Well, of course, she can more or less pull the strings now. Okay. Do you people mind me speaking here a bit before you actually pull your guns? Because literally, you are aiming those at me. Just a sneeze and I will have a hole somewhere that is not in the rear end of me.
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie.
Don't lie. SAT officer, so not SWAT, but SAT. They're only in work on Saturdays. Okay, wait, which day is it in this game? I think you're working over, people. Go home.
I don't know.
I think it's like Sunday
gone when I
morning,
got
Sunday or Monday.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
So, did you kill the victims?
Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What? Why do you think that?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Hi.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
Well, should we all go to her computer? I know her browser. I've seen her browser history. Let's just go and check. Fight.
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have zero chance of winning a firefight.
Well then, what can I do?
Yeah, what can I
What do you
do?
think?
Just gonna check if there's something with this school project going on. I'm just gonna answer. The problem is that some people apparently work on some days, work after some days, because I believe someone said like to 9, from 9 in the evening or something, I don't know. So the problem is doing some
What is that
group
on the
works
kitchen
now and
table?
then.
Could it be your favorite thing?
Again, Iva? So
The magazine.
sometimes it's a bit hard to more or less
You want
go
me to look at
together
the
and do
magazine now?
one thing.
Just look.
It can't be. This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
I think it's a cooking book. I think it's a cooking book. He's just... Oh god, again! With this shit.
Whoa! Limited edition!
I just love him when it's like this. Oh, you're stupid enough to actually shoot flour. Okay.
Date, load evolver with firebomb bullets.
Oh, flour.
Shoot at the cloud.
Why?
Just do as
Because
I
it's
said.
highly flammable. It's just gonna be a big... well... Not a bad boom, but a boom at least. What is the reason for the gun to actually extend? I'm trying to figure that out. Shoot at the cloud. Does that mean shoot anywhere? Apparently. I didn't even need to aim. Just up and shoot. It extends for coolness a bit. I don't know if that is actually accurate for a flower in the air or not. Was that even flower? What was that? We thought of it actually exploding and knocking them out. Shoot her! Okay, are we gonna question her while they are unconscious here, or what's going on?
She is probably just unconscious. Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage, but she will live.
Okay, what did we
Dust
shoot
explosion,
at?
Huh? Good thinking.
Dust explosion.
Thank you.
Is that a
But you
real
could've
thing?
just
I
had
have
me
to search
throw
that
the
up.
bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
Like always, you always improvise, and it's the same thing always. But I believe, yeah, it's a cooking thing, isn't it?
Anyway, let's have a look.
It's a cooking book, cooking magazine, whatever it is.
Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
I nailed it. It's always gotten disappointed each time it's something with this, because there's nothing there. Okay, have I more or less bound her to a chair somewhere? Oh, no.
Is still unconscious. However, her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
Good, have something for safety reasons so she doesn't wake up or at least walk around.
Date,
Smack her in the
talking to
face.
her would be pointless. You do know that, don't you?
Okay. I noticed something by the way with Pewter. He might not be a bad person, but holy crap, he's a stickler for rules. And he does anything to actually do it. What am I supposed to do then here? Hello, oh, there you are. Because first of all, not rules also, but for different stuff. Like first it was with the Renju, he just did anything for him. Then it was the rules, and he was about to shoot us because of that and stuff like that. Like, holy crap.
Processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing. Which means there can be no mistake. The us shot and killed Sosejima.
I cannot understand why people do schoolwork around these hours.
That makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the
Like,
other
I
murders
can't, and
very
that's
high.
sometimes it feels a bit different when I'm trying to more or less study with people, because they more or less start at 9. I'm like,
That's
I'm
why I
done
am
for the day.
with you, Special Agent
crap.
Dante. I want it as bad as you do. The truth.
Can we go on? So where is 89?
I had him put back behind bars.
In Fuchu prison.
That's right. I couldn't keep him here.
I know stuff about the games. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying figuring out something, which I am incapable of doing. Are we ready?
She has broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg.
What's a fibula?
Her brain is perfectly healthy. You can sync with
Are you certain? Are you certain her brain is healthy with thought of what we have seen so far?
Pewter, are the preparations done?
ready anytime.
Let's get started.
So technically, I come to think of something. The chairs are only for comfort. It's the things on their eyes that literally makes the sync thing.
Dante,
I know. 6 minute time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
6 minutes, or 7, or 8, they're a bit uncertain. But longer than that, and we will become her. Let's go back into the fever dream.